What time is it? It's journey time and time for another creative journey using Stampin' Up! Products. Hello, my name is Kathy Haynes, and today we are going to be making a really cute, it could be a Valentine's Day card, it could be a just celebrating you card also, and that's what this one is, celebrating you. It could be for somebody who just got engaged, for a wedding, or just, I think it can be just an all occasion card, a birthday card, anything else. We're going to be using the Adoring Hearts bundle. This is the stamp set, and I just love it. Just for you, you are most loved. I love that. Celebrating you with all my heart. I adore you. And a bunch of flowery hearts. So it's a really good set. But what I love most about it is the matching hybrid embossing folders and dies. And so that is what we're going to be using today. These are the dies that it comes with. And I use Post-it note tape in here to keep it in place. And what I've done is I've simply run it through my die cutting machine, whichever one you have. And we're going to be using the negative for the front of the card. And we're going to be using all the little hearts. So one technique I'm going to do that Stampin' Up! Does not carry this product, but it's a lot of fun, and a lot of my customers asked me how to use it when they saw some of the things I had done. And it is, here's some samples. You know, gilding wax is fun. Look at that, isn't that fun? And so Stampin' Up! Has a lot of great 3D embossing folders, and so you could do a lot with gilding wax in that. So Stampin' Up!, if you're listening, some of us would like some gilding wax. So let's put this aside. I've already die cut everything, but let me show you how I did it. You're going to move this around on the bottom until it fills in place. It kind of won't move. I use Post-it note tape, or you could use painter's tape to kind of keep it where it's going to be. And then this is a 5 3/4 by 5 3/4. That's the size of my card today. So I cut that out in black, but I put it in white so I could show you. You're going to lay that on top of there, but you really can't see where the hearts are. So what you're going to do is you're going to turn it over. This is secure. So you're just going to move this around till all the hearts are exactly where you want them. That on either side, there's about the same amount of space. And you just have to trust that these hearts are where it lines up with that die. So if you line these up perfectly, then your card is going to come out even. And now it is very important that you mist. So you can use a stamping sprayer with some water in it, and you mist the front and the back just a little bit anytime you emboss, because it gives you a crisper image. And it also, once they dry, the image is so much firmer. You're not going to smash it by doing what we're going to do right now. So let's go ahead and get started. I hope those tips helped. I just finished the electric yellow submarine card, so I'm still a little shaky over it. The end was a little rough, but I hope that you'll watch it and you'll enjoy it, because making the circuit is the most important part of that card. But let's get started on this one. This one's easy peasy, so I'm excited. Now, using gilding wax, you can go light with a coverage like this, and that's what we're going to do. But this is the same, this is the negative, and that's what we're using on this card once you cut out those hearts. So I cut it here, and then I used more gilding wax. So see how you can make it completely look like metal. So gilding wax is a lot of fun. And let me get these out. There's lots of different brands of gilding wax, but at the Scrapbook Expo, I was won over by this one. And it's just called Gilder's Most Versatile Gilder's Paste Wax. It's manufactured, it just says gilderspaste.com. So I'll link that down at the bottom. They're not they're pricey. So I'm going to be experimenting and looking for a way that I can make my own, but if it doesn't turn out as good, then I'm willing to pay the price. And so I have several colors. I have this Celtic bronze, patina, which we're using, copper, which I'm not using, and I'm going to use the silver. So we're just using the silver and the patina. They come in a full range of colors, but that's what we're going to be using on this card here. Now, a lot of you have those wooden handled, where you put the sponge on the bottom to do alcohol inks or other things. That's what these are, only it's better not to attach them to the handle, to use your fingers. If you want to use gloves for this, because it can be messy, go ahead and use gloves. But let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing I want to do is I'm going to start with my background. And I'm going to have a lint-free rag on hand. And I'm going to start with the silver. Okay. And you're not going to take much. Just a little bit, not globby. You can always add, but you can't take away. So make sure you don't have any globs. And let me put down some paper. I'm going to put down a paper under here, just so we don't make a huge mess. Not that I'm opposed to inky fingers, but let's just do it this way. Okay, so once again, so I know which side it's on, I'm going to ink some up. How am I doing? Am I in frame? Yes. Okay, and I'm going to kind of dab off and then hold it like this and very lightly, just circular motions, I'm going to add some of this. Okay, so once you've got too much on, and I don't think there's any mistakes. Nobody's ever going to know what you meant to do. They're just going to see how it turned out, and I think it's so much fun. So see how easy that is? And I'm barely using any pressure. Like I said, I can always go back and add more if I want, but you can't take away once it's on there. So again, these are Gilding paste wax is what they are. And I posted my sample, and a lot of people, even on Demonstrator Planning Place, asked how I did it. So I thought, I'll get this done. So there you go. That's that. Now I'm going to go in with some patina. And patina is just that. It's patina. It adds aged look. You know, if you have brass or silver, and it gets that, the acids, I think, make that bluish color. But first, after you're done with one color or an area, burnish it. And this will keep it from rubbing off. So you don't want to send a card to somebody and it takes a little bit of it off, but then it's all rubbed in, kind of shines it up. And see what a different look it gives. And before you change colors, do this. And then it's not going to come off on your envelope or anything. So then I'm going to take and I'm just going to put it where I want it. You know, usually around the edges is where, you know, it starts to weather. And what I like about it in this card is it's going to match the colors we're using. Okay. So it doesn't have to be everywhere. Just put it where you think it needs. Kind of look at it. Then you're going to burnish once again. Okay. And I'm not rubbing really hard, but I am rubbing. I want to push that into the paper. Now, because you sprayed your cardstock first before running it through the embossing machine, you're not pushing down all these highlighted. They even pop even more. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, that's that part. Now I'm going to go through really quickly. I don't know that I know how to fast forward this, and maybe I should have done this ahead of time, but I'll do it as fast as I can. I'm going to add some to my, and how are you doing? I'm in California, but my rain level is not that high. It's raining, it's wet, and I couldn't make a video yesterday or the day before. because my studio is in a metal barn. I am blessed to have this. But see how fast this is? And see how it just makes the embossing just pop? And I don't want a lot. I'm not trying to make it look like metal, although you could. Like I showed you in that last one, you could make it completely look like metal. Okay, which side? This side. I just love this. And yes, you can use the deboss side. Watch this. I'm going to turn this over and do the back. See, now it's debossed. Do you see the difference? So this is the embossed. This is the debossed look. So you get different looks if you turn it over. But we're using the embossed side for now. And very, with your hands, instead of using a metal, wooden, the stick, the holder, you can really feel how you're doing it so you don't overdo it. Okay, now we're going to go back and burnish these. Buff them out a little bit, takes 2 seconds. I'm pushing that paste into the cardstock, and I'm making sure whoever gets the card won't get it on their fingers. Then I'm going to add the patina. Making this a short video because the last one was all 46 minutes. I'm curious to see how many people stayed to the end. Okay. Now I'm going to take the patina and just go back and do some where I think it needs it. And not very much on any of them. You know, I just want a little bit. And it's also going to make the colors I chose, stand out a little bit. Okay, here we go. Of course, teals are my favorite color. Blues and greens. Alrighty, so I think that's enough. You know, who knows what is enough? It's up to you. Now let's rub these off again. We don't want no patina fingers. I'm not counting how many I have. I may have extras because I had some laying on my table. And here we go, almost finished. And there we go. The next thing I'm going to do is take some dimensionals, put them on the back of 9 of these. So this one needed some help. So what I know for sure is I need 3 of each. So 1, 2, 3. There's an extra 1. There, 2 there. 2, 3, and 3. So these are the ones I need. All right, that one needs something. Okay. All right, now I'm going to put dimensionals on the back of each of these. Well, first, you know what? First, let's adhere the back to these. So let me put these off to the side. And you're going to take this part after you patinaed it, and all the dimensions will be below that I used. Of course, you can, you know, change this up to anything you'd like. But I want to put some Tombow, dot, 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 especially on the edges, because you know you want all that. But in between, because we're going to layer 3 different colors of cardstock. So I think I'm using Bermuda something, Pool Party, and maybe Mint Macaroon. I don't know. I'll list it below if I can remember. So now you're just going to take, I have 3 different pieces cut out. The dimensions are below, and I want to layer them from darkest to light. So at the top, I'm going to put this one, and I just want to cover all those hearts. Then the second color, Coastal Cabana, I think. And then the third color. Could even be seafoam green. Okay, so I have that. Now pop it over and look what you've got. Isn't that cute? So we've got the ombre effect. Now we want to put our hearts on pop dots. And I know that I want this design to go down crosswise because I'm putting a rhinestone in each one. So maybe I should even put the rhinestone in each one. And I am using these. I don't remember the name, but these were on clearance in the clearance rack, and I bought a ton and I use them all the time. So be sure to check out my clearance rack. I'll link below to my website, and you can just go to shop and go to clearance. But I'm going to use the 3 little ones and put them using my Pick-a tool, which is also on my shop. So I want these 3, the top 3. So this one, and I'm just going to peel off one of these rhinestones and pick it up. There, it got self-adhesive on the back. 1, 2. This is the best tool ever. Let me just tell you that. And 3. Okay, so I've got my 3 rhinestones. That's all I need. I'm going to flip these over. And I'm going to put dimensionals. Oh, come on. Got one stuck. There we go. Dimensional. Dimensional. I kind of messed these up when I changed my mind. So then we're going to take off the back papers. Whoop. Got a little dimensional craziness going on here. Okay, now I know I want one in this corner, but I'm going to raise it up about 1/4 of an inch and back to the side there just a little bit, because I want that color to pop through. So just about I don't know, not even 1/4 of an inch. Up and over. Up and over. Do you see where it's peeking through? Just a little bit. And then up and over. Just to peek through a little bit. All right, so those are good. Now I'm going to put these 3. And you kind of want to do them in order so that they're all, you'll see. So there's one of each kind. It's kind of like that Sudoku or something like that, where you have to have all the shapes in order. Not Sudoku. You guys, you know what I'm talking about. List it below so you know I'm not crazy. So the second one, I'm going to put this one. Okay. So now I know I don't need another one in that row. Now I'm going to take this one, and I'm going to put it here. Yes, no. I'm going to put it here. Okay. So you kind of got to think. So now I know the third one's going to go there, the third one's going to go there, and the third one's going to go there. So this one. And you know what? You can play with it and figure it out. Somehow my brain went that way, and I don't even know how. So now these 3, put one there, put one here, and we'll find the third one. One of them we don't want on. We don't want this one on. Take this off. I lied to you. Put her aside, or him. Okay. Put this one there. And put, whoa. Gotta take the sticker off. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Then this one would go there, but we're putting it inside, so I need the one for the top. Where did you go? So it would have, okay, did any of you see where it went? I'm going to cover these up real quick, because these do dry out and we don't need them anymore, and you have to keep them really tightly on. So I cannot find the last one. Let me see if I have another one. Nope, that's that one. So for right now, I'm going to leave it empty until I find it. So I have 1, 2, I need one more of these, and you know that I have it. So I'm going to leave that empty for now until I find it. It will pop up, it has to. So let's put these away. And let's get busy. So now I just want to adhere the base to my base, which I use 12 by 12 black cardstock, because this is, let's see, 5.5, that's what it says. Yeah, 5.5 by 5.5. So that means this must be 5.5 by 5.5. So I just want to open this up. So this is 5.5 by 5.5. You could use one piece of cardstock, or you could use 12 by 12 black. But let's go ahead and glue this down. I love me some Tombow. Gives you forgiveness. In my church, my pastor says, I love me some Jesus. So I love me some Tombow, because it too gives forgiveness. And put this, and you know what, I cut that one wrong, so I'm just going to put it up here to the top. I'm not going to worry about the bottom at the moment. I will cut that off in a second. And now I want to wrap my twine around it. Okay, kind of work with it to get it. Okay, and then you're going to wrap it around 3 times. 1, 2, and you want to get that curl out of it 3 times. So I'm wrapping it so it shows on the inside. There is no sense wasting beautiful twine. Cut this off and tie a knot. Sure, some of you guys' small dexterity or whatever you call it is better than mine, but there we go. And then you can decide whether you want to leave those long or short. And then I added a piece of ribbon to mine right there. So I'm going to take that and tie it in between that twine that's left over. And pull it up and down. All right. Then I wanted on this one, I did the tails. This one, I'm just, for the sake of the video, I'm just going to go sidewise. And either way is fine. So the front is looking good, sans one of our other ones. I will find it. Okay, so I'm gonna go cut this bottom off. Give me just a minute. Drink a cup of your coffee, a sip of your coffee. There you go. So that's how it should look for me today. I might have wanted that at another time. So the front is pretty much complete, you know, and I can leave 2 off. It's my card, it's my bouquet. And then the inside, I'm going to stamp Celebrate You on here from the stamp set. Or maybe I'll pick another one. Let me see what I'm going to put on this one. My other ones, I'm going to put You Are Most Loved. I haven't tried that one yet, so You are most loved. Okay, let me find a block that it will fit on. I'll just use the largest one because it's there. I'm going to ink it up with some Bermuda Bay. And with that pie, it works well. Put it right side up. You are most loved. And there's so many stamps in that set that you could add some flowers and stuff. And then what I did was I took the third one. Okay, let's first layer it with this. So I'm going to layer it on there. Tombow. Could say Jesus saves and Tombow forgives, but that may get some bad comments. All right, I'm going to layer that right like that. Alrighty. And then I want to glue this straight to the cardstock. And I'll put that right down there. Okay. Then turn it over. More Tombow. Open my card up. And there we go. There we go. What do you think? Isn't that cute for the inside? And if you want to, you could put a little glue dot underneath here to secure it better. That's what I did to this one. So there you go. What do you think? Is that not quick and easy? And I think it's adorable. I hope you do too. So that is Gilding Waxes. Again, I'll put the link to the company I bought mine from. But again, I'm going to look to see if I can make my own out of neutral shoe polish. Old Stampin' Up! Used to sell Pearl X. I have a bunch of mica powders, metallic mica powders. And I'm thinking of throwing in some glycerin to make it softer, because when I did it with just the shoe polish and the mica powders, it came out very hard and wouldn't rub. So if you have any suggestions for me, pop a comment down at the bottom. And if you would please like and subscribe so more people can see my projects and YouTube might know who I am, I appreciate it greatly. Meanwhile, you have a great day. Stay out of the rain. We're in Southern California and we have plenty. I know you guys that we're sissies when it comes to rain, but it's kind of hard. So have a great day. I hope you have time to craft today. Talk to you soon.